My eye is trembling and I need it to stop because this is a very serious video. Okay, you guys, hi. I'm back. I know it's been a minute. There has been quite a few things that have happened in my life. What's new? And I want to talk about it because I don't just want to start posting again and just pretend like nothing happened. That's just not who I am. So I'm going to talk about it, and then we're going to close that chapter and move on because I miss you guys. But anyway, let's just get straight into it and talk about where the heck I have been and why I'm back. So many things happened to me in my personal life, family dynamics, finances, personal relationships, health, like literally every corner there is something coming. And it all happened around the same time, not all at once, but it just kept coming kind of thing. It got to the point where like I pretty much just started to sink. You know, I was like trying so hard to swim and stay afloat, you know, the vibes. I tried to swim and stay afloat, and in order to do that, I started just doing a bunch of things in order for me to keep myself busy, I guess you can say that, and kind of distract myself from like what's happening and kind of like pretend, I guess, or avoid it. And then another part of why I kept myself busy was to actually try to find a solution and try to like just get myself out of it. But my efforts fell short. I felt like my efforts, it just didn't feel like enough, and I just became overwhelmed. I couldn't balance everything that was on my plate. In fact, it became so overwhelming that not just did it start affecting, I mean, it was already affecting my personal life from the get-go, but it started affecting my professional life too. And it got to the point where like literally I was crying in between clients every single day because I just couldn't get a grasp of my emotions, if that makes sense. Like I was like really bottling up my emotions for a very long time, and it didn't work out for me. It got to the point where I literally was like, whatever emotion I was feeling, it was just like coming out kind of thing. So if I was crying, girl, I was crying for a while. If I was angry, I would show it. But like, I'm not saying I was what's the word, hostile or anything like that. Like I was just so irritated and confused, just all these things over my situation, and I felt like something had to work. Like I had to get myself out of this. Like that's how I function, is like trying to find solutions, try to make things work, always being a happy-go-lucky person, and just, you know, like just always saying like things are always going to work out, it's going to be great, it's going to be amazing, like I just got to trust the process. But after a while, like you just become so sick and tired of it because like nothing's working. And I got to that point, and like I said, just any emotion that came, I just started coming out kind of thing. And around this time is when, I mean, I was vlogging this whole time, but I just never showed that part. So I kept trying to vlog so that I can just like pretend like things are fine. And part of it, to be very honest, part of it was like, because I don't want the internet to really know the hot mess that my life was, but I couldn't show it for that reason, but also because like I was lying to myself. Like I was really telling myself like it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. And like I said, like after a while you just don't believe it anymore. Like how optimistic can you be, and for how long? And for us it was a while. Like it was almost 2 years, and it didn't just start off like bad right off the bat. It was like slowly like we were sinking, and like it just became too much for me. And I almost didn't want to accept it either, because I was like, no, like I am strong, I'm gonna keep the boat afloat and all that stuff. But I literally hit a breaking point, so I had to sit down and really make some tough decisions. And one of those was moving out of my lash studio in Scottsdale, which you may not know, you may know if you've been following, but I had a studio in Scottsdale for, I think I want to say like a year and a half, and I couldn't afford it anymore. And I also just it was too taxing emotionally, and it was too far. There's just a lot of things, and the major reason why I left was because I needed to be closer to home. I needed just to be home and take care of myself. I made the decision to leave. I actually started my lash studio at home, so I became home-based again, and that was exciting. I literally started recording like the whole renovations of my studio, and it was gonna be a whole series, like 4 or 5 videos probably. Like, that room took time and energy, and I love that room, and I felt like it was fulfilling me and it was making me feel better, like this is a good thing, this is the right step. But I just still was not myself. Like, I felt way better, but it almost felt like a bandage. Like, I just put a bandage over a gushing wound. I don't know, I just feel like I was still very weak and very emotionally unwell. And when I realized, like, no, that was not, like, it's gonna take a lot more than just moving my studio, I hit the brake pretty much, and I was like, all right, listen, I need to figure this out. So I sat down with myself one day and I wrote down my whole schedule, like from sunrise to sunset, like what I do every single day, and I started writing down every single thing that I do. And I just started crossing a lot of things, almost everything actually. I started crossing out like the projects that I was working on with my business, and the partnerships that I had, and any goals that I had for myself, like literally everything and anything. And I just stopped it, even though I enjoyed it, including vlogging. Like, vlogging was part of that list, and I just crossed it. I crossed a lot of things. The reason why is because I needed to actually sit with myself and ask myself, like, what the heck are you doing? Like, a lot of things I was doing for good intention, a lot of things I was doing to survive and to pull ourselves out of the situation, but there was no passion, or there was no like true mission and intention behind it. And at the end of the day, it was just taking up space and time. And again, I just needed to like take a step back and really take care of myself and make my life so simple, so that I can see very clearly like what I have to do, what the next step is, how can I take care of myself before I can come back and like start, doing the things that I normally do. I think the biggest thing is that I really wanted to be present, because I was disassociating a lot, and just I didn't want to be in the situation that I was, if I'm completely honest. Of course not. Like, so I disassociated a lot and just like was in a happy place in my head, and I needed it to be in real life. So I just cleared everything out and just was present and did things that would make me happy. Some days it was making myself a sandwich. Some days it was laying down in bed all day and just rotting, watching Netflix. Some days it was lashing clients, because I love doing that, So it was very different, but I was trying to find like my new normal, if that makes sense. One of those things was going to church. I started going to church regularly. It wasn't like right off the bat. It was like here and there we would go, or I would listen to like online sermons or stuff like that. But I really started enjoying it. And so we started going more regularly, and a few months had passed and I got baptized. And honestly, that was freaking amazing. This is truly what I needed. Honestly, I've always been around religion, but never like actually took an interest in it, or never actually like thought about my own relationship with God and stuff like that. So it was what I needed to do, and I'm so excited and I'm so grateful that I'm in this new season of my life. And speaking of, after I got baptized, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember if it was before or after, but around that time, we got some really big news, and pretty much it was gonna help our financial situation, and it was like the answer to our prayers. And you guys, I felt like I could take a deep breath for the first time, and I was like, oh my gosh, like he came through. And so to celebrate, we went to Disney, and I had the time of my freaking life. I felt, I don't know how to explain it, like myself again. I was so happy. I was full of life and peace and joy, and like, I don't know, like I just feel like that little girl almost disappeared and then she came back, and I was like, I missed you. It was a great time. I love Disney. I actually vlogged it, so I will be posting that very soon. But I was back, and I mean, it wasn't like overnight. Like, I mean, when you go to Disney, I feel like it hits you all at once, right? So I was definitely feeling it over there. But when it came back, I was like, all right, cool. We're heading the right direction. I think the steps that we're making are right. So what's next? Like, what do I have to do to keep myself, like, picking myself up and getting myself out of this hole? And honestly, that was kind of hard because, like, in a way I kind of wanted like a sign or something to be like, this is what you need to do, but that's not how it worked. I felt very lost. Like, I know I was going the right path, but it felt like my spirit was bruised because I had to become very serious and just problem solving, and I was like in survival mode for a while, and like I had no space to be goofy and to do things for fun and stuff like that. Everything had to be done because, again, to get myself out of it. So because my spirit was bruised, I almost didn't know how to bring it back. Like, how do I become that person again? And I think by asking myself that, there was my answer. Like, for a very long time, I was very serious that I needed, I don't even know if this is a word, but unseriousness, I think that's a word. And I just needed to be my silly, goofy self. And I think that's what it was. Like, I didn't need to like find the answer. Like, it's just the little things, like what brings me joy, what brings that side out of me. And so that's what I started doing every day. And to be honest, it's great. I am back, baby. I'm back. So with that being said, I think I'm good now. I think I took enough time. I didn't pressure myself, and I didn't say I was going to take X amount of time. I kind of just took it day by day, and I really have been missing vlogging. As I mentioned, I have been vlogging here and there, but I just would never post it because, again, I wasn't ready. But when I was feeling it, like, of course, I would whip out my camera and be like, oh my gosh, let me take you a little with me for my day, And I think I'm finally ready to actually come back and start posting and like just show you my life, show you my journey, because I want to show you a new side of me. That's like, I mean, I'm still going to be myself, but I don't want to show you like my crazy life experiences. Of course, that's still going to be there. Like, if there's something coming up, best believe I'm going to vlog it. But my life is so different now. And for a while, I was like, what am I going to be vlogging about? Like, I just do laundry and like lash my clients. I started tattooing. I forgot to mention that. It's a craft of mine. I love it. I'll be showing that too. But I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, what? Like, there's not much to my life. I feel like I'm a very boring, mundane person. But guess what? A lot of us have the same life. Did you know that? Believe it or not. Okay, what I mean is, like, we're all the same. At the end of the day, you and me are the same. And why not share normalcy? And honestly, I like watching other people do their laundry and make themselves food and walk their dog. Like, so for me, I was like, why am I putting myself in this like level that I need to be in? Like, no, I don't need to have a crazy life. I want to show you my normal life, and I want you guys to be a part of that journey, and I want you guys to see me grow as a person and see where life takes me. And so once I sat with that idea, I loved it, and I decided we're gonna do this. Yes, of course, I'm still gonna post all of the videos that I recorded last year. There's not many. I think there's like 2 or 3. But then starting this year, I will be showing you my everyday, my normal life. How exciting. It is exciting, actually. I am really excited to share with you guys my every single day. And just like, it's almost like FaceTiming your bestie. Like, you're not really doing anything. And sometimes you guys aren't even talking, but she's there or he's there, So expect to get sick of me. I'm excited. I'm back. And I cannot wait to take you along this journey. I'm really blessed to have this community. And I know, like, I'm small, okay? I get it. But y'all are mighty. And a lot of you guys I know in real life. And you guys are my friends, and I love you guys so much. And those who are friends on the internet, like, I missed you. And I cannot wait to just show you what it's like on this side of town. I mean, I'm sure some of us might be from Arizona and some of you guys might be from the other side of the world, and that's so crazy to me. And so I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that you guys even clicked on this video and took the time to watch me and listen to me, and hopefully you guys will continue to support me and watch me and all of that good stuff. But yeah, like I said, I did not want to just come back and pretend like nothing happened. Of course, a lot of time passed by, almost a year actually, like 9 months ish, 8, I don't know. But I'm back, and this is where I've been. Okay, I've been taking care of myself and I feel good. I'm ready, damn it. I'm ready, and I hope you guys are too. So again, next few videos will be of 2024. I have different hair, so you will know that was old me, okay? And new me will be me with red hair, even though this is not gonna last long. So just for the meantime, okay? I love you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want to follow the journey. Leave a like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I love you guys so much. This is crazy. This is like the 5th time I recorded this video. I never felt good any other time, but I think this one's it. So if you're watching this, we made it. I forgot one more thing, and this is kind of important if you guys are gonna keep watching in the future, okay? I will be renaming the page, the channel, because hear me out. I know I changed it last year sometime. I know it says Diaries of a Lash Artist, but it's not just gonna be lash related. As I told you guys, I am a tattoo artist as well. It's fairly new, and we'll talk about that in another vlog, but I'm also gonna be showing you guys like just my life, so it doesn't make sense to keep that name. I will be changing it to Andyland. So stay tuned for that. I will be changing it, not in this video, as you have probably already noticed, but the next one, because I do need to work on an intro, like a little intro and outro for you guys. So stay tuned. I love you guys. Besitos. Bye.